I think I first started to think about ADHD as something that I might relate to because I heard about it on a radio station, and it just made so much sense to me. It was important to get a diagnosis so that I could make sense of who I am and accept more of my strengths and my weaknesses. So I go to Hambledon Common on a regular basis, a couple of times a week with my dogs. And what I love about it is that you come through into this glade of oak trees, but each one of them is unique. For me, they're remarkable plants, and I kind of relate that we're all remarkable and we all have our place in the world. And it has a huge meaning to me because, you know, an everyday place we go to, but it always fills me full of joy when I go there. I think the whole idea is that, you know, if you gave 100 people a pencil and told them to draw a tree, most people, I think, they would draw a straight line with some branches coming off either side. But when you actually look in reality, you look at nature, that's rarely what happens. That given different circumstances, that was the comparison for me. Was you know, everybody's minds think differently, and we need that in society.
So the ADHD Foundation is a neurodiversity charity. We aim to support children, young people, their families and adults as they travel through their journey of neurodiversity. We hope to raise awareness, we hope to educate, we hope to increase understanding around ADHD, that it isn't just a few funny quirks, it can be a really challenging situation for people, and that we really need your support. We really need therapists in schools. We really need to support this assessment process so people can understand their condition. We would really like to fundraise so that we can continue some of these services to support some of the most vulnerable people there are out there. The design of the garden for the Chelsea Flower Show supports our values and our beliefs around how neurodiversity is really important for us as a human species, and it reflects how biodiversity is really, really key for the ecosystem. So those things combined we feel are quite powerful to demonstrate how important it is that people have individual differences and stand out from the crowd.
So 4 hydrangea petiolaris climbing up the back of the garden, 1 hydrangea petiolaris standard with 1 carpinus swing tree, and those are our main sort of feature trees. And then I have 3 topiary, which have all been shaped in unusual ways, so that they are just showing the same species, just being able to be represented in different ways. And they're just kind of anchoring the garden, and then the rest is filled with beautiful perennials, full of colour, texture, and leaf colour and leaf form. So we're really just packing in a lot of really wonderful plants, and we want to show as much diversity as possible. And here you can see the 5 umbrellas and the one that just stands out, but it'll be a subtle difference because, you know, there is only just a subtle difference between someone with ADHD and someone who's neurotypical. If the visitors to our garden could walk away and understand a bit more about different neurodiverse conditions and specifically ADHD, and understanding more about the traits and how it's not necessarily just related to hyperactivity, and in fact, you know, it's quite badly branded. So, you know, what we want to do is dispel the myths, and I'd love it if we could, you know, just get people to think slightly differently about us who we think differently.